Amenhotep III's son, who would become Akhenaten, inherited an empire so secure that he could afford to indulge in dangerous experiments. His religious revolution, the abandonment of Egypt's traditional pantheon in favor of a single solar deity, the Aten, was more than theological innovation. It was a fundamental assault on the ideological foundations of Egyptian civilization. The worship of Aten was not merely monotheism, it was an attempt to reshape reality itself. Akhenaten moved the capital from Thebes to a new city, Akhetaten, modern Amarna, built in the middle of nowhere as a physical manifestation of his religious vision. The traditional priesthood was stripped of power and wealth, ancient temples were closed, and the names of the old gods were chiseled from monuments throughout the kingdom. The economic disruption was immediate and catastrophic. The powerful priesthood of Amun, which had controlled vast estates and commanded the loyalty of thousands of workers, found itself suddenly dispossessed. Temple workshops that had produced luxury goods for export were shuttered, while the skilled artisans who had decorated tombs and temples for generations found their traditional iconography forbidden. The entire cultural infrastructure of Egyptian civilization was torn apart and rebuilt according to Akhenaten's radical vision. The psychological impact was catastrophic. For 3,000 years, Egyptians had lived in a world where the pharaoh was the son of Ra, where the Nile flooded because of the god's favor, where the cosmic order itself depended on the proper performance of ancient rituals. Akhenaten swept all of this away in favor of an abstract deity who could only be approached through the pharaoh himself. The priests who had maintained the sacred traditions were reduced to irrelevance, while foreign enemies watched with growing confidence as Egypt turned inward, consumed by religious upheaval. The provincial temples that had served as centers of local administration for centuries were abandoned, their priests scattered, and their records destroyed.